saying that at least half, sometimes more than 75% of your business is coming from word of mouth referrals. It's really important for those of you that aren't getting that many word of mouth referrals. That's awesome, because we've got some cool things to show you that really increase that. And I started Sticky Albums to really focus on improving and leveraging my best customers, which to build more marketing and more word of mouth buzz for my business. My dad has a small business I worked for growing up as a kid, mowing lawns and plowing snow, and the majority of his business came from word of mouth referrals and establishing a good reputation. And when I started doing photography myself, that's the model I followed. I was doing custom rep cards for my high school seniors, and that was working all right, and it started to fizzle a little bit. And so I was able to combine some of my my day job experience. I have a background in training and development. I was able to use my experience creating mobile apps for that with my passion in photography to really scale and boost the word of mouth. I said to some of my high school senior clients, I said, what if I gave you your own custom app? Because it doesn't seem like you really care about sharing these business cards. A lot of them were like, yeah, I lose them a lot, or I don't like having paper with me, but I always leave the house. I will never leave the house without my phone, right? And that's becoming increasingly common. Surprising, to my delight, I was really blown away with how many different niches this has worked in. I came across this manifesto from Holstee.com, and I'm going to make sure that I hide that. Okay, now everybody tell me that you can see my main slide with the Holstee manifesto on it. Oops, back up a couple slides. All right, so here, this really resonated with me. I found it probably half a year ago, and I really enjoyed my job, but it went south quick, and it was kind of a wake-up call for me, where we got bought out and everything went south pretty fastly. And it was an opportunity for me to just really take action and go, how can I do more of the stuff I want to do? And as I was building these custom mobile apps for my photography clients, a lot of my friends who are photographers were saying I was on to something bigger, and you got to share this with the rest of the community. And the last year and a half has been, I've never worked harder in my life. We've got over 5,000 pro photographers that are already using the system, that have created 70,000 plus, or I think we're over 75,000 plus mobile apps for their customers. And so not only has this allowed me to do more of what I want to do, my passion is giving you guys a tool to do more of what you want to do, so that it's a marketing tool that will help grow your business and not take a ton of time. So my name again is Nate Grahek. I made a New Year's resolution this year to be in more pictures instead of just hiding behind the camera all the time. So this is a Memorial weekend with my family. My little guy Jack, he's about 16 months now, and it's been really fun watching him grow in parallel with starting this business. He was born a month after launching Sticky Albums, so it's been really cool to see this business mature, as well as this little guy learn to walk and start talking even now as well. So today's webinar is about your marketing secret weapon. Word of mouth it's no secret. It needs to be your number one source for new business, because it's so cost effective, and you're leveraging your existing customers to be your salespeople, and you're scaling your team. A lot of us are just sole proprietors, one person or very small teams. We've got to find ways to leverage software and other tools to grow your marketing reach. And using custom mobile apps is a really exciting way to do that. I'm going to walk you through some of the coolest ways our members are already using this awesome tool. So first and foremost, all of this is about a plan to double your referrals in 6 months. I'm going to talk about the right way to leverage digital, the easiest way to partner with other local vendors, and some cool tricks you can do to get their attention. The perfect bridal show tactic. This is a really fun one, and it actually can be replicated in any different trade show environment, or even if you have a retail store for your photography business, it would work really well there as well. Please stay tuned. We've got a special discount code I'll offer at the end, and if you have any questions, please answer. I'm sorry, if you have any questions, please ask them in the question box throughout, and I'll make sure to incorporate them the best I can and address any of them I don't at the end. All right, let's get started. So what is a sticky album? Very quickly, it is a custom HTML5 web app that saves offline to the device, and it acts like a digital business card where you simply email this to your client, or you can text message it or post it on their Facebook wall, and when they open it on their mobile device, yes, it works on most Android devices. It also works great on a computer browser as well, and I'll show you what those look like in a minute. The really powerful part is this links to your website. You can have your phone number there so your prospective clients can tap to call you. They can share this with their friends and family, and then there's a link here to email you right from within the app. It's a really powerful marketing tool. So out of all of the other uses I'm going to show you, these are all kind of the most exciting part of the business is finding out all these different applications that people are using this platform. But keep in mind, our guiding vision is about helping you book more clients and getting more business. So that's what it does first and foremost. If you haven't yet looked at an example, when you subscribed for this webinar, you should have received an email back with an example, and you can tap that link when you open it up on your mobile device to look and feel at what an actual album looks like. One of the most important features of a sticky album is that we let you create a custom album for each client, and you can put your client's face right on the icon that's saved to their home screen. This is a very subtle detail, but you'd be surprised at how powerful this is, because what it enables is it becomes another word of mouth or a conversation starter. So your customers can go to their friends and family when they're all excited about the pictures they just got to say, check it out, my photographer made me my own app. And you can custom brand it with all of your different branding colors, your logo. You can even embed background music as well. An important distinction to note is it's saving offline. So the first time they open it, we recommend they're on Wi-Fi just so it's a little bit faster. But each time they open it, then it's going to open much faster, and it's not going to count against their data plans. So why is mobile so important? As I was beginning to turn this idea into a business, I really was noticing how much mobile was making sharing stuff social again. Facebook is fantastic it's done amazing, great things. However, one of my gripes is a lot of times when we're sitting at home looking at our pictures of friends and family on Facebook, we're doing it alone. It's ironic that we call it social when we're really kind of by ourselves. Whereas what mobile is doing so quickly is you go out to dinner, you go anywhere you're out in public, look around, and we all are seeing more people on their phones, not just by themselves, but the powerful distinction is actually using it together, where somebody will open up a picture or a game and they'll share it with the people they're with. So why does it matter so much? It's really that in-person sharing that makes the difference. I'll argue that a Facebook like is great, but it's becoming a commodity where it happens all the time. If somebody tags your photography business on Facebook, that's great. However, it's not necessarily going to alone translate into a referral. Whereas an in-person, authentic referral or share can really turn into a new lead or a new business. So the way it would oftentimes work is imagine your clients out about grabbing a cup of coffee, and they're so excited to show off their new pictures. Well, they can sit there side by side and walk through them, and imagine what they're going to be talking about while their friend is swiping through these pictures. Well, your client is giving you the best commercial you could ever have for free. They're sitting there, it's like, oh my gosh, this was so much fun. I was really nervous about what to wear, but they walked me through all the steps. I felt silly in front of the camera, but she made great jokes, and I was right at home, and I totally had a blast. and then the prospect or their friend is going, oh my gosh, that sounds awesome. I want to get, how do I get in contact with this photographer? Oh, well, right here. I can actually email you this app or text it to you, and you can have it right on your device to take with you. So real quickly, I want to talk about why mobile is so important and how quickly it's become something we've got to worry about as photographers. It seems like it took 5 to 10 years for photography to go to the web, whereas the web has gone to mobile almost overnight. I could give all kinds of statistics, but this one's my favorite one that really paints the picture well. So if we go back to 1983 to 2011, I want you guys to ask yourselves, how many Mac computers did Apple sell in this time frame? There's 122 million computers. That's just the Macs, just the Mac computers that they sell. So that's a huge number. However, it's completely dwarfed by 156 million iOS devices were sold in 1 year alone. In 2011, that's how many mobile devices they sold. Android definitely kept pace and sold a very similar number. In 2012, the trend continued. Apple sold 183 iOS devices. So you can very quickly see how fast we fast forward into the future, and it's going to be very common for consumers and our customers to not even have a computer, but to have an iPad or a tablet and a smartphone. So let's talk about word of mouth referrals and what it takes to get your customers talking about you. It all is about setting expectations. Now the funny thing is when think about the last time you went out to eat or the last time you experienced a service or something like that, and they just met your expectations. It really isn't that noteworthy. We tend to not talk to our friends and family about experiences where our expectations are simply met. We all talk and love to complain on Facebook or wherever when our expectations are missed. That's why it can be so damaging. If we really have to make sure you're putting in the work up front to set your client's expectations before the shoot even happens, so that you can go above and beyond those expectations, because that's when you actually start getting your customers to talk about you. And you can use this digital mobile app concept to really exceed their expectations. It's a perfect alternative to digital files on DVD. A lot of our wedding customers say this is fantastic. For years now, every day we have brides calling us saying, hey, do you guys offer the digital files on DVD? And whether you do or you don't, that's fine. But a lot of our customers say they never have and they don't ever want to unless the customer buys like a premium print album or the top package. They'll then include the archival images on DVD. But for the most part, they don't like giving them away. So what this new sticky albums lets them do is say, actually we don't, but tell me more about why you want the digital files. Like, okay, well, I want to be able to share them on Facebook and put them on my phone. Oh, well, we actually create a custom mobile app for each one of our customers with your favorite pictures, so you can have them right on your own phone and you can share them to Facebook. And like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So it really helps you have this conversation in a really constructive way, and not just immediately turn away the customers that are just shopping for the disc. When you introduce any digital product into your business, it's so important that you save digital until the end. As soon as you put any image on a screen, a screenshot can be taken of it. Somebody can take a picture. We hear people telling us, even in order sessions, you step out of the room and your clients are like taking pictures with their phone of the screen of your computer monitor or whatever it is. So you really want to save digitals until the end, until they've paid in full for. You can even use it as an incentive, or if you pay in full today, you can leave with a custom mobile app of your favorite pictures. A lot of people will say each image that you order a print for, that image then goes into your custom mobile app that you get to walk away with today. It's the perfect time when they're really excited, they're emotional, they're excited, and what do they want to do most is share their new pictures. but then oftentimes they have to wait then for a couple weeks until their prints come. Well, now you can have something prepared for them to walk out the door with, or within a few hours of them leaving and placing their order, you can have a custom mobile app right in their inbox that they can then go and share. You get to tap into that kind of frenzy after they've just placed their order and they're really anxious and they're so excited to share. This is when you get to do it. It's the perfect pull-through product also. But I'll say this about pull-through products, is you want to wait until people are coming in and asking for that product specifically. If you have to explain it, it's not going to make for the best pull-through. But when you first sign up, go backwards. Don't wait for new photo shoots this year to make apps. Go back and highlight your very favorite customers from the last year and surprise them with their own app. And then eventually, as this word-of-mouth buzz builds, you're going to have people coming in and saying, hey, how do I get my own app like Julie did? Boom. That's the perfect time when it can be used as a pull-through, because you've got people saying they know what it is. You don't need to explain it to them. And you say, well, actually, that's included free when you spend X, or when you buy this premium package. Then you get this as a bonus. All right, let me pause a second for some questions. Will you allow studio info to show when individual images are being viewed? If you use a PNG file, it can show across the small top, but we found that just keeping it nice and clean works best. And that the studio logo will be across the top of the thumbnail view, and then you're also free to watermark your images before uploading them if you want as well. So keep the questions coming in, guys, throughout whenever you think of them. If I'm missing something, go ahead and let me know. So ever since we started, I also offered this unprecedented guarantee, where if we don't double your referrals in 6 months, you get 200% of your money back. And in order to create this is how our customers are getting these real results. I could not continue offering this guarantee if our 5,000 customers weren't actually seeing real results. So you want to make sure you're surprising and delighting your customers at the end, getting them talking about it. Go backwards and reward your best clients. And then start simple. So I'm going to show you some more advanced techniques. Don't let this overwhelm you that you're going to get really excited about one of these and pick that and go for it. But don't overwhelm yourself with too many of these different ideas. You start very simple and build from there. One of the really powerful features within the builder, once you've created some apps, is you can come in and monitor how much these are getting shared. So there's the unique views on the right column is how many different devices this app has been shared on, and the one on the left is how many total times it's been viewed. All right, now let's start talking about some of the great ways people are using sticky albums, more advanced ways. This is the perfect bridal show tactic that you can use, like I said, in other trade show environments. So this is an example done by Krishanthi Photography. It was a digital coupon book where she went around and talked to, ahead of time, all of these different vendors that she already has done business with. Some of them were probably even at the bridal show. And I'm going to bring up an example of it and show you the live version here. So this is an example of what a sticky album will look like just in a browser. So this is the thumbnail view. They can click on any thumbnail and then swipe through. So she went to a hair salon and had them and used some of her own images. This is a great way. I'm going to start the important thing to start with when you want to partner with other vendors is you want to start with what you can do for them. Don't go into a vendor focusing only on how they can help you. When you are providing a service, that's when you're really going to get their attention. So she went in, provided some great images of their salon that they could use in other marketing material, and then designed and created this great coupon that goes in this coupon book. Went to all of these different great vendors that share the same user base. And when app is done, not only was she able to share this herself at the bridal show, but each one of these different vendors were able to share it there, out of their retail location, and now it's not just her promoting this app, it's all of her different vendors as well. And it's branded with her logo on each one of these different coupons. Really powerful tool, and it's the perfect giveaway when you're at one of these events. You don't want to just give away one more piece of collateral or a brochure or business card or whatever it is that gets lost in the bottom of their bag. Instead, this is the perfect incentive where you say, hey, check out this cool coupon book we have for you to save $500 or more on your wedding. We'll send this to you to have it on your own device. Just enter in your email address here. And so this process of collecting the emails can be as simple as having a sheet of paper. Don't let the technology intimidate you. You can just have a sheet of paper where they write down their email, and you can manually complete this later. If you want to get really fancy, you can use MailChimp interacts or there's a separate tool called Chimpadidu, which lets you install an opt-in form with their email address and name right there on your iPad. You can actually get these cool iPad kiosks for under a couple $100. They'll lock your iPad right in place so you don't have to worry about somebody walking away with it. But what's great about Chimpadidu is it will collect all of your leads offline. So a lot of times if you're in a venue at a bridal show or something like that, either the Wi-Fi is really expensive or it's really bad. And you don't want to risk that getting in the way of you collecting leads. So this will store them offline, and then when you later get online, it's going to upload those email addresses you collect to your list. And why that's important is for a number of reasons. It's one, when a bride's walking around a trade show like this, they're completely overwhelmed, and there's so much going on. You want to capture a way to get back in touch with them later and continue to build the relationship and expose more of your work to them over time instead of having to close the deal right there at the bridal show. And it's a really powerful way to then deliver this same thing right to their home screen. So now you can have a link in here to your portfolio as well, in addition to just the coupon book. So they've got that saved right to their device. Pretty powerful stuff. Let me know if you guys have questions about that. Another cool example, especially in the high school senior market, is to create a sports team calendar. This is a very generic example, but just to give you an idea, whatever sport you want to highlight, go in and make it useful by providing a calendar, just the dates of where and when the games are. So when they've got this saved to their home screen, it's something they come back to each week because they know it'll just answer the question, where's the game at and what time is it going to be? You can update any sticky album with new pictures. You can add and remove anything you want. And so if you're taking highlight pictures of the game, you can actually update them throughout the week to keep people coming back to your app, as well as custom coupons or portfolio images showcasing your work and keeping your business on their mind. Some of the simplest things to do would be add a custom coupon. Just use Photoshop create a JPEG, and you just drop that in right with the album. Discounts on sessions, on prints, surprise gifts. The best incentives are the ones that reward both your client and the people they refer. It's just an additional incentive to get them out sharing. Make sure you use large fonts so that it's readable on a small handheld phone as well as on a tablet. Here's a fun example that Lisa Carpenter did for a fundraiser she was working on, where she was able to use her talent for photography to create a great print calendar with these awesome models and their bikes. And then they all went around, the models were some of the first ambassadors, they went around and sold these calendars to raise money for this cause. What's really cool is once they completed the transaction, somebody who ordered the print album or the print calendar said, hey, thank you so much for your support. If you want to do more, here's a sample of the calendar right here on. You can put it onto your mobile device and then share it with other people. And then they linked this custom logo to the sales page or to the donation page for this cause. So now not only you can really see how viral this can get. You don't have just this core group of ambassadors where everybody who signs up now can be an ambassador for your cause. Whether it's for this fundraiser you're raising money for or for just your own brand, it really starts to spread the way, enabling other people to share on your behalf. All right, cross promotions. This is similar to the coupon book. So if you're in the wedding industry is the easiest one to use, but there's been people who have done it across any industry, whether it's in infants. There's other vendors in your area that share the same customer base that you do. Well, go in and offer your services. How can you help them? A lot of them don't have a very good web presence, could probably use some better pictures taken of their products to showcase in the store or online. And I'm sure a lot of them really don't have a mobile presence. So you can go in and create a custom mobile app just for this vendor where you can have the logo be their brand to promote their business. And then each of the images then will have your logo for the photography. So it's not only is it promoting this other vendor, but it's actually promoting you as well. So this is a great way to scale your team. Focus on delivering value first to these different vendors to really build this relationship and share. And the more you use all of these different techniques, like I said, start simple, really basic, and then as you start to improve, you can build these coupon apps for all of the different vendors. And it doesn't have to just be in the store or at a trade show. People can have them have a sign posted that says, send us an email to couponbook@soandsosvenue.com. And you set up an autoresponder to that address that then emails back the person a link to this sticky album. Here's an example of how G&K Photography built this app. He was able to leverage images he's already taken of this venue that he already had on his hard drive and walk in and give this to the owners of that venue and say, here's a great tool you can use when showing off to other brides looking around. Some cool stories I've heard using this technique is the bride will call this photographer to book a session, and as you all should ask, oh, great, how'd you hear about us? He says, oh, I was at so-and-so's venue, and I saw some of your pictures on this great app. Well, that's cool. It's going to be great to have your wedding at that venue. And oh, actually, we're not doing it there, but we really liked your pictures. And so it's just a really cool way of getting your name and your images out there. It doesn't cost you much money, much time as well. Okay, we've got a question. Is there a way to get these slides? Yes, we're going to do a replay of this video so you can kind of pause and go through some of the details. If you have any questions on some of the tactics or setting up sticky albums yourself, don't hesitate to email us at any time at support@stickyalbums.com. Okay, a couple other questions coming in. Yes, it's being recorded. Love all the ideas, Nate. Want to be able to go back to it. Absolutely. I know it's a very dense presentation, so yes, we will be replaying it as well. How would you share a fundraiser app with their contact list? I'm not sure I understand that question. Give me some more to go on there so I give you an answer that really makes sense. So I want to wrap things up with focus on starting now. I think it's really important that every day as creatives, we're never short of fun ideas. So take action on a couple of them each day and then build on them. And don't let all of the details and all of the hard work bog you down. Just get something out the door that's working, and you can iterate it on it as time goes on. Another great use for sticky albums, you guys crushed our servers over the holidays. We sent out an idea right before the end. It was like right after it was too late to send out prints or to order printed cards. And it says, hey, did everybody forget to get all your holiday cards out? Why don't send even to your greater audience that may not have gotten the actual mailed card. They were able to quickly create a digital version of that and send it out to their list in a really cool, creative way. It reminds me, in the boudoir business, it's really worked tremendously, because in that niche, those clients are just as eager to share their images with their close friends. They don't want to share that on Facebook. They don't want really even to share the link with anybody, but this enables them, going back to where I started, is to sit next to their closest friends in an intimate setting and share their pictures in a private way. They don't even have to share the link. They can password protect it, so if anybody were to get their device, they wouldn't be able to open up that album. And so you're getting these even more powerful, more intimate word-of-mouth referrals that way as well. Execution's 90%. So just this is one of my favorite posters I bought this year from the company Startup Vitamins, called Get Shit Done. It's just a reminder to just start taking action and getting it done. So my goal when starting sticky albums is that if I were able to get you just one referral using this these techniques, I would pay for your annual subscription. And that's even easier with this discount code. PRO40 will save you $40 today. You can use the same code on the annual membership as well as the lifetime membership. I'll just enter the code PRO40 and complete the sign up today. Here's one of my favorite testimonials we got this year from Mark in Australia. So as photographers, we're like a house builder, and we're paid to hammer nails day in, day out. Once we hammer a nail, we get paid, and that's the end. A millionaire's mindset is different. It suggests that we can keep getting paid once we hammer the nail and earn a residual. This is what Sticky Albums does for me. I take the photography and it continues to be seen by others and gains further work. I also like the stats on how many times an album has been viewed. It continually reminds me that my images are out there working for me. Renee had some awesome results very early. I stress you want to be patient with this. I recommend giving at least a month or two before you expect huge referrals, but Renee got some great results early. Out of 3 albums she created in 2 months, she booked 2 referrals. It's pretty powerful stuff. All right, let me pause. I'm going to put up some more testimonials here. Like I said earlier, I've been really delighted to see this success in so many different niches. This is working really well. And while you guys read some of those, I'm going to go through and answer any additional questions coming in. The difference in levels of membership, monthly is $27 a month, and that automatically renews each month, and you get unlimited albums. For the monthly members, we host those albums for 1 year, but when you upgrade to the Pro membership, we then host any album you create forever. So you never have to worry about renewing. If you decide later, we've got to renew. I have to earn your business again each year, and you're not trapped in here. All of the existing built apps will stay active for forever. Let's see. And then for the annual member, you also get 3 additional brands. So if you do weddings, high school seniors, and infants, or however you combine it, just send us an email to request an additional account for your different brands. And as a lifetime member, you actually get 5 separate brands and separate accounts. Somebody just said, I'm sold. Haha. That's fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Can we review the use of Chimpadiddoo with Sticky? Yes. So real quickly, Chimpadiddoo simply as a third-party app that integrates very closely with MailChimp. So you want to familiarize yourself with MailChimp first, and MailChimp will let you create an opt-in form very easily, but you have to be online and have an internet connection for that to work. And so Chimpadiddoo is just a really great tool to use when you're in a trade show environment, or if you're somewhere where you don't have a good internet connection. It will collect the emails and save them onto the device until you've got connection again to send it back up to MailChimp. I'm pretty sure that app only works with MailChimp. I'm not positive. And if you're not using MailChimp, I'm sure there's other apps out there that do the same. You just want to look for like an opt-in app that will help save things offline. If I buy for the year, can you upgrade to lifetime? Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to buy the year today and in the next few months say, hey, I want the lifetime, we'll credit that to the account for sure. Can the client download the images or just view them in the app? Good question. So we talked about that earlier. As soon as any digital file gets put on a screen, somebody can take a screenshot of it. There's no preventing that, regardless if it's on a monitor, on a computer, or on a mobile device. That's why we say you can always watermark, but we really stress that you save any digital product until the end of the sales session and once the prints have been ordered, because it helps you bridge that gap great, where people are excited to go share with their friends and now they have something right there on their device to go do it. The lifetime membership is $6.99. With the $40, you can apply the $40 discount as well. Is a lifetime version per year? No, that's forever. It's one time. For the life of your business, you'll have a Sticky Albums account. What's great about software as a service is it just keeps getting better. In the last year, we've added YouTube support, so you can embed YouTube videos in the bottom. You can now add a MP3 soundtrack that plays in the background. And the tracking wasn't there originally, but we added that pretty early on. And we're working on some pretty exciting things for the future. And I'm not ever going to come back to you and ask for more money. If you're a lifetime member, you get that forever. How many categories or brands, I think you're asking, with the annual? You get up to 3. So I'll wrap things up. Can I upload a video that's not YouTube? Right now, no. We recommend putting it on YouTube. Like a lot of us use Animoto as well. There's a great blog post where, even on Animoto's blog, where they explain that if you're a small business, you should be exporting those videos from Animoto and putting them on YouTube, because YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. So it's really going to help you with your search engine optimization, where as you start tagging the slideshow videos you're creating, it's going to become a great, those results will start showing up in Google as well and start driving more business your way also. And then for some technical reasons, we like using YouTube because they do the best job of variable bit rate streaming, it's called. So if the user is on a really slow connection, YouTube will automatically play a lower quality mobile resolution that will still look good on a phone, but it'll actually download faster if you're not downloading the full HD. And if they're on a great connection, it's going to give them the very best quality. So that's probably more than you needed, but that's why we use YouTube. Both YouTube and MP3 do require internet. Apple limits, a lot of these devices limit how much space we can save offline. So all the images are what say offline, and if the user is offline, the YouTube video and MP3 buttons will just go away. You can't even see them, so people won't try to push them and get frustrated. It's just not there. And then when they do have a connection, they'll show back up. Thanks for putting up with my cold today, guys. I took some medicine earlier, and now I'm starting to get all sniffly again. How long will the promo code? The code is active through Friday. All right. Is there a maximum number of images on apps? No, we recommend keeping it under 40. Just that's actually, if you're selling it like as a premium upsell and you want to include 40 images, that's fine. But that starts to pull away from using it more as a product. But if it's focusing first as a marketing tool, we really stress keeping the images under 20. So a lot of our data shows that Images with, or albums with less than 20 images are shared significantly more than albums with more than that. And when you think about it, put yourself in the client's shoes. So we have to really start thinking about mobile differently. Mobile is not the same as the web. We have a different mindset. We have different expectations. Our patience is even shorter. Our attention span is even shorter. And a lot of times we're on a slower connection. And so you want to make sure that your images are sized right. We help you guys with that. So they download really quickly and then they open really fast as well. Because that's in order for this in-person referrals to work, your clients have to feel confident when they want to open and show it off, it's going to open right up right away. And they can get to the pictures they want to show off. Where if there's 100 images in this album, you guys, we all know that our clients, the bride or whoever, may want to look at 100 images, but their friends don't want to look through that many. It's kind of a long answer, but I hope that helps. How much space does an app take? An average app with about 20 pictures is usually between 10 and 15 megabytes. And Apple provides up to 50 megabytes of offline space. That's why we recommend, if you're familiar with iPhone and iTunes, when you install an app that's over 10 megabytes, the App Store actually requires that you get on a Wi-Fi connection. We don't do that. We just tell you guys to, when you deliver it to your customers, to send a little note saying, hey, when you open this for the first time, it'll download faster if you're on a Wi-Fi connection. Awesome. All right, I want to end with one cool story. Actually, two of my favorite stories to share. I was at WPPI for the first time this year in Vegas, and one of our customers, she came up to me while I was waiting in line to get some lunch, and I had been traveling all day, was really tired. She says, oh my gosh, Nate, is that you from the Sticky Album videos? It's like, yeah, holy cow, it's nice to meet you. She says, I've been a member for 3 months in the off season, and I've already gotten 3 referrals from using, I think she created 4 apps. Because I never get referrals in the off season. This is awesome. Thank you so much. And that one really stuck with me. In addition to more I've learned about the boudoir and the glamour niche, a number of these photographers have come up to me and said, Nate, this means so much to my customers who have their spouses in the military. They're not allowed to bring any prints or any print albums with them overseas, but when I show them that they can carry this album of their loved ones' pictures with them wherever they go on their mobile device, that they just cry. And it means so much to them to be able to bring these pictures. And whether it's glamour or family or anything, I've continued to hear clients say how powerful it is to be able to share this with their loved ones overseas. So thank you guys so much for your time today. Looks like I think I've got all the questions answered. Again, if there's anything you have concerns about, please email support@stickyalbums.com, and we're more than happy to work with you. So thank you guys again. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.